Good morning, everyone. Happy Empowered Wednesday. Welcome to the Mindful Entrepreneur Talk, where I get a chance to talk to some of our friends and clients all about sharing strategies and tips for bringing more harmony into your life, your business, so you can feel empowered and supported. And today we have a very special guest. And I'm going just to let her in just a moment. Hello, hello. There she is. Sister-in-law, Deanna Kvesic, who is the founder and a president of a nourishing, a dog rescue. There she is. Yay!
How are
Hello,
you,
mwah,
beautiful?
mwah, mwah. So nice to see you.
Good
Hello,
morning.
beautiful girl.
How
Good
are you?
morning.
Good
I
morning.
am wonderful. Yeah,
Of
I
course
I
you
took Bruno
are.
for a walk, and it's a little bit chilly today.
Snowing? It's snowing here.
Yeah, it's snowing here too, a little bit, but yeah, we woke up to almost felt like white Christmas, and the kids were
Yeah,
saying, "No, mommy, we need more snow than that." So I'm like, "Well, but it's kind of
right.
white." Yeah. So Diana, it is beautiful. Yeah, it's a little
Yeah.
chilly. You know what I say? We just need a bigger coat. That's it.
Yeah. We're Canadian. We can handle it.
Exactly.
How are,
Exactly.
how's
Amazing.
can you see me? Because you're breaking up a little. Hopefully our connection is okay.
Yes. Yeah. No, everything is clear. So yeah. Yeah. No, no, no.
Perfect.
You're all good.
Okay. Hey,
Okay. Amazing. So thank you so much for coming on today.
I'm excited.
And this is the Instagram Live where we talk about, helping others to bring even one idea or one tip they can implement in their life or business
Right.
for more, I would say, balance and that harmony, where we know sometimes can be challenging when we're running our business and you throw some kids and some dogs into a mix. It can get busy,
Very.
and you have a lot of different pets around you, and you rescue so many, and you bring so much happiness to people's homes. So I want for you to tell us who you are and what you do, Deanna.
Thank you, Isabella, for having me. My name is Deanna Kvesic. This is my beautiful sister-in-law. So happy to have her in our family. PawLove is my dog rescue. It is a nonprofit that I launched January of 2023. I had already a lot of experience in rescue. I worked in the corporate world, I worked for the government, but my passion was always the animals, always helping other rescues. And unfortunately, in a lot of people's lives, when something traumatic happens, it kind of opens their mind about maybe shifting them in the direction they should have already gone to. And so after losing my husband, it kind of put in perspective that we are not promised tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so me into so and that put Pot of Love on the map and launching it January 2023. So we're coming up on almost 2 years. I can't believe it's been that long of saving dogs. We run in both Ontario as well as Newfoundland, and dreams of potentially opening up throughout Canada. Big goals. And yeah, we save a lot of dogs from high kill shelters in the US, but we also help locally as much as we can, both in Ontario as well as Newfoundland.
Beautiful. Thank you so
Yeah,
much. And again, very sorry about losing your husband. I know it's been hard,
yeah,
but you're such a power woman. So my hat's off to you. You're a very strong, beautiful
a lot coming from another
that you do, Deanna.
strong woman.
You're welcome. Yeah, you were just, hang on, you were breaking up a little bit. I think maybe it's
Oh,
the wind and the snow
I think
today.
so. It's not perfectly clear, but we'll get through it.
We'll get through it. So tell me, because I know we spent a weekend together and we were together at a winery for, a first annual, will be semi-annual, we'll see, Dream Plan Soar event. And I wanted to ask you, how did you feel? What did you love about it?
I am all about, you already know this about me, women empowerment. I have always been about women empowerment. And it on a smaller scale, you know how I love to surround myself with amazing, strong women. My friends are all that. They are my tribe. And so going to that of forward to, but it really did far exceed my expectations. So it was on a grander scale of what I already surround myself with. So being in a room, and not too many people know that. One of the people that I actually brought with me, um, I am lucky to surround myself with amazing women. Not all women are that lucky, but when they're put in that room with so many powerhouses, and I mean from business to their own lives, they're intelligent, they're driven, inspired. Um, I mean, ideas just start blowing up. And I mean, just internally, you feel like fireworks going off,
Mm,
right? So not,
yeah.
and it's not just like the hype, it's also the calm. It really is. And it was exceptional. And I look forward to the next events. I really do. And I hope everybody else come.
Thank
We're going
you.
to need a larger.
I I know. We were saying we need to next time. I think we need to rent the entire winery. So let's
We'll go
see.
to the art gallery. They need long
That's right.
tables, large. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. I already planted the seed with with their event team. So
Good.
we'll see what happens.
Perfect.
But yeah, thank you. I also received a lot of beautiful, because it's about giving, but also receiving, and seeing you beautiful women just really go through experience and create new connections and bonds. And at the end, when we did the circle and the hugs and the tears and
Yeah.
the laughter, it was, I came home, I got emotional
Well,
because
you
it
know what?
was really beautiful.
Everybody brings something different to the table, and it really is
Yeah,
who you were sitting beside. So the two of my close friends that I brought, they took away something different because of the different women they were sitting beside. I was sitting beside Anna and getting her background and what drove her from the corporate world, which everybody at that table, powerhouses in the corporate world, taking that step out to follow their passions. And then how do I take all of everything I learned from the corporate world, not the negative but the positive, to
yeah.
build what they're passionate about. And hearing everybody, I mean, we talked about that. Our introductions could have been 2 days worth, from one woman doing like a 3-hour presentation about who they are, where they came from, and what drove them. We could have been there for days. We'll just have to have events where we get,
Oh, 100%. That's
amazing
why I
women.
had the timer.
You
Yeah.
had to. Yes.
We
Passion,
had
I
to.
mean, passion, you don't stop talking.
Yes.
Right? Yes.
And this is why, at the end, and it's funny, like I gave two invitations. One, to continue this beautiful energy for the next 12 weeks together, starting
Yeah.
January, or joining the inner circle, which we will have a beautiful retreat in Niagara. And this is where we can take the time to introduce and
Right.
dream and plan together. So there is definitely a few things in the works. So whoever's watching and want to know more about the 12-week or the 10-month inner circle, let us
Right.
know.
I encourage people to do it. I mean, you don't. Everybody thinks, I have everything. They have the ideas, but how to implement them is so important. And it might be from what you're teaching, it's also from the team that you're with,
100%.
that what worked for somebody else, or just the encouragement of, you can do it. Like maybe somebody else sees more in you than you've even seen in yourself, and has ideas for you that you might not have ever thought of. So it's not just the one-on-one coaching from you, it's the team and
The
the people that
collective.
you surround yourself and
Yeah.
work with. It's the collective, the She Soars Collective.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
the
Yeah,
collective. And
yeah.
sometimes, like I find as a, especially as a business owner and entrepreneur, when you're not surrounded by a big team, it can get lonely. So when you're part of
Yes.
that collective, that they can keep you accountable, that they keep
Right.
you, believing in yourself, especially when we step out of our comfort zone, when they can be
Yeah.
like, you know what, you got this, right? We're going to do it
It
together.
keeps you motivated.
Yes,
Motivated. Sometimes you're just
yes.
tired. You're
Yeah,
just
and
tired
there could
and
be
you need that
snow and
little
heavy
push.
winds and yeah, that I
Right.
call it that loving nudge, kick in the butt.
Right.
You
Exactly.
can always count on me on that. It's yeah.
We, you talked about it in the at the event about the emotional vampires. We all know
Yes.
them. I think as we get older as women, you know what? And I'm not talking male versus female here, but we're taught, especially our generation, European background, that forgive, move on. The nurturing aspect. But as you get older, you also realize you need to check with yourself. How are you feeling when you're surrounded by certain individuals? And that emotional vampire piece was huge because we've all done it. We've all, made excuses for the people around us. No, you know what? They didn't mean that. When they're dragging you down sometimes, you can feel that. So I always am telling not just the women that I surround myself with, but the younger generation. Hopefully they can learn a lot younger, like my beautiful godchild that is yours. Learn at a young age. Check yourself. How are you feeling after that conversation with that person or those people? Are they uplifting or are you tired? Bring the people in that uplift and you will soar. That's your word. You'll soar.
100%. And when because we know sometimes even in business we could be doing, because we talked about the people and the emotional aspect of those vampires, and it could be the tasks that we might be doing in our lives or in our business that could be draining our energy. But then creating that, either one, I shared that supportive, empowering environment. So whether it's the operational side, like for
Right.
me, that's kind of one of mine, or just delegating more and really, understand what is your time worth, doing a little bit of math and seeing, hey, yes, I could spend that time and feel completely drained, or that specific task or activity, it's really time to let go and
Right.
find the right person to delegate. Or creating, if it's you because you want to be in control, it's fine, but really bringing awareness to how your energy level is, creating that beautiful space, right? We talked
Right.
about music or a candle or having a treat at the end, something just that could uplift you, knowing that, you know what, yeah, the energy level will be going down. So having the tools, the right tools.
Exactly. Yes. And
Yeah.
I think that you also nailed it on the head when we're talking about like the delegation.
Yeah.
Being a nonprofit, a business is a business. I had to get used to that right away. I started not to start a business, right? I started
Yeah.
for the passion of saving dogs and a nonprofit. So I'm hit the ground running and learning as I'm going. And if there's something I need to learn, whether it's Googling or seeking out advice from somebody else, and now it's switching. People are contacting me saying, how did you do that? Uh, but it's a work in progress. I'm a work in progress, and learning and getting the tools from individuals like you is so important. And I mean, a profit or it's a for-profit business, I think people also need to realize that, financially, you need to be at a certain level in order to stay afloat. And
Yeah.
a lot of people don't realize that about nonprofits. They
Yeah.
just see the vision of save, save, save. But bottom line is if I don't have the funds, if I have not taught to fundraise properly or, get the donors, things like that, the doors are shut. And so I have to get better, which is where I partnered with you, is the business side of it. I
Yes.
need to learn more about the business side of it. It is so
Yeah.
important. I have dreams of having this years and
Beautiful.
years into the I want it to be a legacy. I want
Beautiful.
to not
Yeah.
burn out financially, mentally, emotionally. And all of that balance, which is what we talked about, is super important.
It is super important. And you know what? Yeah, I got you when it comes to that strategy. I have so many ideas for you, and we'll be sharing those in our goal setting program and the inner circle. And, you know, I'm just thinking about, like, I still remember our conversation, and I think something I shared, it was 5.5 years ago when we were sitting at that cafe, and you had this dream and I had this dream, and, you know, we were laughing that, you know what, once you're very clear what is that dream, and we're not saying it's going to be easy, because it can be a very interesting journey, right, full of ups and
Right.
downs,
Big
but
ups
when
and
we can
downs.
still, exactly. But when we can remind ourselves why we're doing what we're doing, who are we here to serve, it gets easier. And it's funny that you're saying that, you know, you're work in progress. Heck, we're all work in progress. You know, like the other day, I literally was talking to Dave. It's like the more I think I know, the more I realize how little I actually know. You know what I
Right.
mean?
But you're
So it's like,
willing to
oh,
learn.
yes,
Like,
yes, I'm
right.
willing to learn, and I'm hungry for it. And that's why when we talk about those energy vampires, and I'm very clear what they are. And I rather sit and read a book that will help elevate myself and my life, or do a program or do a mastermind of women that are also hungry for that knowledge and also want to
Right.
create impact. So, and this is where, you know, I love always being around you, because you have such a beautiful heart and your mission is absolutely incredible.
Thank you so much. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that. It means a lot.
You're welcome. So now, what do you do, Dee, in order to bring more balance to your life?
Right. Well, you know what? It goes back to the emotional vampires in a lot of cases. First and foremost, when we talk about, you know, authenticity and transparency in both business and personal life. So in business, I am so lucky to have the team that I have. And it's not, they're not staff. I'm still building that
Yeah,
aspect of it in order to
yeah,
be able to
yeah.
pay. These are volunteers, these are fosters, and they are exceptional. They're people that work endless hours and not asking for anything back. Not too many people have that character. But then on the personal side, having my tribe is very
Yeah.
important. Going out for a nice dinner with friends. When it comes to self care, which once again I need to get
Yes.
better at. I know I need to get better at. You know, we talk about, I love your walks in the woods. We talk about what feeds your soul, what you do, and talk about, you know, the cold plunges and the cold showers. And I think it's like Gary Breck who talks about, you know, getting old is the constant pursuit of comfort, right? So if you're comfortable, you're not growing, you're not learning. If you're uncomfortable, more than likely you're growing. And so I'm getting better at the self-care, the cold plunges or the cold showers, but also you have to feed your body, you have to feed your brain, and you have to feed your emotional state, right? And so books also are important to me. And it might not be, it's okay to not have to read, you know, something about empowerment. It can be whatever novel that you feel,
Yeah, it could be a
just to
romance
escape,
novel.
anything
Yes.
to escape reality. Sometimes is what we need more than anything, is to escape reality. Meditation, mindfulness has always been a
Yes.
huge piece for me.
Oh,
uh,
yeah.
it, it, it is eye-opening on what that can do to feed your soul. It takes you right in to your core, and finding that time and that balance and how important it is to do it in order to grow. If you're not feeding yourself emotionally, mentally, physically, um, it, you're gonna burn out. We all know it. So much to do in our as a mom, as a single mom, and having a thriving business.
Yeah.
You need to step back sometimes and just understand and take a breath, and also recognize when you need it. That's the
Yeah.
big thing. Recognizing, like, I'm up here, I need to breathe.
Yeah.
I need to breathe.
Yeah.
And there's a
Yeah.
lot of
And you know
people that
what?
do it. I'm getting better every day.
Yeah, and exactly, it's a progress, right? And it's a journey of discovery and bringing that awareness. And something we talked about on Saturday is, instead of waking up one day, let's say a year later, establishing that practice of bringing the awareness. And I shared, for example, that's why I rebranded, right, the Wellness Wednesday to
Yes,
Empowered Wednesday. So I can feel empowered. This is my day. Even sometimes, I don't have a lot of time, but taking those 5 minutes in the morning, what do I want? What I'm doing, is this really helping me, achieve my goals and vision? So that reconnection to self on a weekly basis really
yes,
can bring that awareness, right? So it's easier to fix something or adjust something when it's only 6 days went by versus a year
right.
or 10 years.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And being open to that. I think
Yes.
that some people, when the people that are closest to you, it's hard sometimes to hear feedback, whether positive or
Yeah.
negative. I mean,
Yeah.
some things are nice that you hear, and that can be even from, when you have like, it's not a huge amount, but for a couple years, 9,000 followers, you might not get some great feedback. And it's reading into them and saying, like, because any business is going to get pros and cons, right? And
Yes.
is that constructive? Like, is that just somebody rambling on about something that they're unhappy about, or is there something to that? And understanding, reading it, getting better at how to improve that piece of your business, and being authentic and transparent, once again, is huge for me. I'm not going to hide the good, the bad, the ugly. Like, I'm not hiding it.
Yeah.
You have a question, I am going to honestly answer that
Yeah.
question. You might not like the
Beautiful.
answer, but you're going to hear my honest opinion, or the truth behind, what sometimes can be ugly in the rescue world. But
Yeah.
it is, that's what I promised to everybody, whether it's the adopters or my team. It's important for me to be that.
Yeah, because that's one of the values, right? And this is why, yeah, we even on Saturday we attracted like-mindedness or like-minded women and that tribe, because when we are very clear on our purpose and our values, we usually attract similar people,
Right.
right? That share those values and the integrity and the honesty. And to your point is actually when, and congratulations on getting so many followers with your new nonprofit. That's absolutely incredible. And someone told me once, when you start receiving the negative feedback, it means you made it, because now you got the
Truth.
haters. So it's like, hey, haters, it's like the Taylor
Right.
Swift song, right? Yeah. So just let them
100%.
be. Yeah,
I do.
that's it. You made it.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Right. And it is a matter of, once again, back to the emotional vampires, accepting, but not needing to dwell on it.
No.
Right. It's there. I say this to my son all the time. The 5 minute rule. If it's not going to matter in 5 years, don't spend how you're going to keep growing internally and your business.
Yes.
Yeah.
And some and often, and you spoke to that, like when we do get the feedback, I see all feedback as, hey, it's an insight. And then
Yes.
you really kind of also ask your question, where did it come from? Like, right? So for example,
Right.
um it was like something I heard. I don't know if it was Tony Robbins or someone else. It's like, don't let your broke friend tell you about the next investment ideas, right? So
Right.
same idea. Always look, where is the feedback coming from? And I also, so it's not the way, because it's like, especially someone, and you know this very well, from European background, we tend to be very honest,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe we miss the added a bit of a filter to
Yeah.
things. But I always say, what was the intention behind it? When someone said something, did something, maybe they really met, you know what I mean? It's just maybe the way
100%.
it wasn't the right way we would have want to seen, but what was that intention? And once
Right.
you really understand the intention, then you get the clarity, and it's up to you then to
100%.
receive that feedback or just let it go.
They don't call it brutal honesty for nothing.
No,
Right.
exactly.
And we're both strong European women. We grew up in that environment. We were surrounded. You become what you're surrounded by. I mean that, and that's why you make the choice, right? And we're
Yeah.
both lucky to have been brought up by very strong
Mm.
European, I'm not European, but very strong and strong European men. And yeah, I mean, I think that they allowed us to be. I mean, you could go either way with European fathers,
Yeah.
right? You know, be
Yeah.
quiet and whatever. And
Yeah.
neither one of us, we're loud and boisterous.
No, I feel I definitely got tougher because everyone was very loud in my family. So for me to actually, because sometimes even my family is like, "Mommy, you're being so loud." I said, "You know what? The other day I was reflecting, and I'm like,
Yeah.
to have my voice heard, I had to be louder than,
Yeah.
you know, my sibling and my dad and other extended family, because yes, I was a girl and I was like, I'm not gonna let them walk all over me. So
Yeah.
I had to be even
No
stronger
eggshells
and
here.
louder.
No eggshells. And that's funny that you said that though, because growing up, one of my best friends, she's like, oh, it's when I go to your house for dinner, everybody's so loud. But
So
I never
loud.
noticed it. European family, we're loud. Like we just are up here and people aren't used to it. I love it.
I
I
love it.
absolutely
You know,
love it. Right?
I know. So whoever is coming next to the next events we're doing, it's like they can expect the honesty, the loudness, the dancing,
Yes.
the joy, the laughter, the fun moments, because yeah, it's life otherwise it's
When is
just,
the
I
next
think,
event?
not fun.
I don't
Pardon?
even know what the next events are.
you you'll know. um so it will be
You're breaking up.
most likely, yes, in 2025, but whoever wants to really know what we're doing next, just please join She Soars Collective Facebook group or DM me.
Okay.
And D, how do people, because I know you honestly, you have a gift, especially when you, well, you're an amazing leader, and this is why you are attracting all these people and volunteers to come and work with you. But also you have a gift of matching the right dogs with the right family. So whoever is looking to, because usually this is kind of like a resolution for 2025, when
Right.
someone is looking for their new loving pet, how do they get in touch with you?
We have Facebook, so Paw to Love, PAW, the number two, LOVE,
Mhm.
Facebook page, Instagram page. We also have TikTok. I'm getting better at social media. Those are the people that I need to put in place. I know where I'm lacking,
Yeah.
but Facebook right
Delegate.
now is where delegate, right? And that it's hard. It is. You know me. I'm not far off from you. We tend to be very controlling. It's very hard for us to, so like I said, work in progress. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
But Paw to Love
Work in
Facebook
progress.
page is
Yeah.
work in progress. Is the place to go where the dogs are constantly updated. The next transport we have is actually coming in January. We kind of took off December because of flight restrictions for December, Christmas flight restrictions.
Yes. Yes.
And so it's also to give the team a little bit of more of a break, right?
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
are lucky, knocking on wood, that we are a rescue that our dogs adopt very quickly, and that's a blessing. The one thing I did want to tell you though, don't forget that we run in Newfoundland, and I'm sure that a lot of the followers are like, well, She Soars Collective is in Ontario. Maybe
No, it's
Isabella and I need
global.
to take
No,
you and
Deanna,
I
it's
need, right,
global.
right, but our home bases, your home bases, we need to jump on a plane and have an event in Newfoundland. That's what we're gonna do.
I'm open to it.
I
I'm
you
always open to it. Yeah. So we have women right now on our, yeah, in our collective. I mean, we have women from Europe, women from US.
I know this.
There might be a couple Australians, for sure there was one from Ireland and yeah, US and Canada. So
I'm fine
whoever
jumping
is
on a plane
watching,
with you going there.
I was
Croatia
just in
next.
Arizona for 3 days.
I know. I
Yeah,
know.
it's all about the mindful balance, right?
Right.
It's yes, we
Exactly.
have so many ideas. So, all right.
That's it.
So, guys, whoever's watching, please follow Deanna and PawLove and support her beautiful nonprofit. If you're looking to add a loving member of a family, reach out to Deanna. And thank you so much for being amazing and
It was
amazing
nice
guest
seeing
today.
you again so quickly. And I'll
I
see you
know.
again very soon. Love
Yeah,
you.
I'll see you next week.
Yes.
Yeah, I love you
Bye,
very
guys.
much.
Thank you so much. I
Okay,
love you
bye
more.
everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Happy
Thank you so
Empowered
much.
Wednesday. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.